This is a free download from the BBC. For more information, go to bbc.co.uk/podcasts.
Hello, well done you for downloading the Iain Lee podcast from BBC Three Counties Radio. It's a new one. It's launched every Friday, packed full of some of the best bits of the week's show. This week, there's a bit of this.
Anyway, don't forget my birthday card for the 14th of Sept.
I know, I've already got it arranged.
A little bit of this.
Even when we were convicted and put into prison, we both kept thinking, at some point, someone's going to open that door and say, sorry, it's all been a terrible mistake, you can go home. But that didn't happen.
And a fair bit of this.
Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
Loads of you called me this week, and I loved it. But you wanted to talk about the silliest of things, like Indian summers. I wanted to know what it actually is, and I kind of found out-ish with the help of Ray in Luton. Oh, Ray's disappeared. Ray! Ray, are you there? Oh. Ray! Hello!
It's you, not me.
No, it's you, not me.
No, it's you.
To you, to me. It's not me, Ray, it's you.
No, it's you.
Ray, it's you.
No.
Quick,
no,
I can hear a dog barking. Push that dog down on the floor and kick it in the abdomen.
It's always... I don't treat my dogs like that.
Oh, well, it sounds like you should do. It sounds like a violent, vile beast. What kind of dog is it?
Listen, I've got two Jack Russells, a big one and a little baby one that's only 6 weeks old.
Electric shock it now.
Just a minute, I've lost my page now. What are you mucking me about?
Sorry, what? Your page?
My page, right. You want a definition of an Indian summer?
Yes, I did, and this is definitely worth putting the rest of the show on hold for, Ray, yes.
Indian summer...
Yes?
By Wikipedia Encyclopedia.
Wikipedia Encyclopedia?
Yeah.
Is this a book?
Yeah, this is...
What?
This is the best you'll get.
This is... Hang on, there is a book version of Wikipedia?
Well, Wikipedia is a version of an encyclopedia, isn't it? Yeah.
But you said you'd lost your page.
You're getting me confused now.
No,
right?
you're getting me. You're getting yourself confused, Ray.
Listen to me.
No.
An Indian summer is a heat wave that occurs in the autumn. It refers to a period of considerably above normal.
Right.
That's what it says.
Is that all it says?
That's all it says.
So, but okay, when is autumn?
I don't know, you tell me.
Well, no, you tell me. You see? What you've done is you've opened up a can of worms.
Well, there you go. If anybody can do any better...
Can you Wikipedia when autumn is, please?
Well, I've got to do it again. I'll ring you back.
All right, we'll speak to you in a few minutes, Ray.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. That's Ray in Luton. He is our science and weather correspondent. Ian's in Barton. Good morning, Iain.
Hello.
You have the official definition of what an Indian summer is.
Yeah. The autumn starts, well, in astronomical and religious terms, autumn starts on the equinox, which is the 21st...
Of September?
Oh,
OK.
And the term Indian summer started with the early settlers in North America, so it refers to the North American Indians.
Right.
And it was a period of warm weather in late September, early October... which enabled them to finish off the harvest.
Doesn't it have to... I thought it had to last for like 20 days or something.
I've not heard that definition, but I know it was a period of warm weather in early October, and it enabled the harvest to be finished and fruit to be collected and stored to get them through the winter.
How do you know this, Ian? Are you getting this from the Wikipedia Encyclopedia, or do you know it?
I know it from reading. I've read a lot on meteorology and history, natural history. I'm very into natural history. And I know that we're celebrating the autumn equinox this year with some friends.
How do you celebrate the autumn equinox? Do you all strip off, drink mead and...
No. Oh, we'll have some mead, but we certainly don't strip off.
No.
We just have a feast with... food that has been recently harvested, fruit and homemade bread and that sort of thing.
Well, that sounds rather pleasant. Are you a pagan, Ian?
I am, yes.
Ah, OK. So do you wear robes and things?
I'll wear a cloak and we'll wear a crown of... usually make ourselves crowns of leaves and flowers.
And what? So will you be wearing your crowns of leaves and flowers at your feast?
Most of us will, yes. There'll be some ears of corn in it and some berries and ivy.
This sounds like a lot of fun. Is it easy to become a pagan? Do I have to, to be baptised or something?
No, anybody can.
Do you need a cloak?
Get interested, and just get involved with a group, or you can just be as a solitary.
Sometimes in live radio we need to fill. This is one of those moments.
And that's your latest news and sport. I'll be back with more at 7 o'clock.
You busy?
A bit, yeah. Why?
Well, you got 5 minutes?
Yeah, go on.
Do you want to do the papers, wouldn't they?
All right.
Okay.
Well, I haven't got the papers, so...
Well, I'll do them and you chip in as you see fit.
Oh, right, OK.
Yeah. The Guardian...
Yes?
Gareth Bale was unveiled. Did you see his unveiling at Real Madrid yesterday?
Yeah, and I heard his stab at Spanish. Very good.
He had a go, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fair play. He seems like a nice lad.
Yeah.
All his family were there, including just like some old men with their ties not done up and stuff. Who are they?
Yeah, probably his uncles.
Casualties in Afghan forces unsustainable. US commander says police... The Times, US leaves unreliable British out in the cold. Well, I'll have none of that. Now, you've probably read 50 Shades of Grey.
I read 2.5 of it. I got bored.
Too
so
much
I probably
bondage.
managed about 35 shades.
What? my mum, she's not very well, so she can't read particularly well on her own. She can't see very well, and she has a woman that comes into her care home and reads for her. And my mum gets very angry. And I went round and she was effing and jeffing. I said, "What's wrong?" I'm furious. The staff here are rubbish. I said, "Mum, calm down. Tell me what the problem is. We'll sort it out." Well, this stupid woman that comes and reads to me. We finished the Rod Stewart book, which I'm sure is quite mucky itself. She wouldn't read. She refused to read my second book. I said, well, Mum, what is the book? 70 Shades of Blue. I went, right. It's 50 Shades of Grey. She's well within her rights not to want to read that to you mucky pup.
I'd read it to her.
Well, she wanted me to read it.
There's all kinds of wrong there.
Can I tell this story about my mother? Let me just... OK, yes, I can just, if I rephrase some of it. I took her for a medical trial. She got to try cannabis, on the NHS. And I had to ask her all these questions and fill in this questionnaire. And it was like, about how is your health? Do you feel much pain? And then it got to 2 questions. And I said, Mum, I'm going to ask you these 2 questions, OK? And then we are never going to mention these questions ever again in our lives.
Oh, no.
Right? Yeah. When was the last time you had sex? When was the last time you achieved an...
No, you didn't!
I had to ask my mum! Oh, dear, I'm still in therapy about it.
Did she give you the info?
Yes, she did, and boy, it was surprising.
You can't unhear that, can you?
The Independent has voted... The papers are very boring today. The papers are very boring, until you get to the Express, who've got Princess Diana in the front. Well done, them.
What's the latest health cure?
They haven't got a health cure on the front because their health cure has been replaced. Oh, no, hang on. No, it's dementia if you look inside.
All right.
But the health cure has been replaced by the list of who is appearing in this year's Strictly Come Dancing.
Oh, flipping out.
Susanna Reid's on the front.
I like her.
I like Susanna Reid, and she once messaged me on Facebook, so I like her even more. Okay. Abby Clancy's in there.
Mm.
She's a tall model. Sophie Ellis-Bextor is in there.
All right, yes.
She had a pop song 5 years ago.
And her mum was on Blue Peter.
Her mum was on Blue Peter. Her mum got sacked from Blue Peter for...
being pregnant.
Yes, whilst unmarried. Mm-hmm. Rachel Riley is on there.
She's good at maths.
She's the countdown lady. And here are the others I've heard of. Vanessa Feltz.
Yep.
Deborah Meaden.
Mm.
She's a dragon.
That's not very nice.
Tony Jacklin. He's a golfer. And Dave Myers. Now, I've never heard of Dave Myers, but from the picture, he's a hairy biker.
Oh, right, yeah,
Right.
I know them.
Then, Fiona Fullerton, Mark Benton, Ben Cohen, Ashley Taylor-Dawson...
Whoa. After Fiona Fullerton, you lost me.
Yeah, exactly. Julian MacDonald, Natalie Gumedi, Patrick... half of these people... a couple of them I know quite well, a couple I recognise, half of them I have no idea who they are.
On the upside, it'll soon be our turn.
I would do that. I would be up for a little bit of
I would.
strict...
I'm quite a mover.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that. Well, Catherine, we filled 4 minutes.
Excellent. Can I go and get on with my job?
Please do.
8459 455 555.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
If you fancy calling me on my show, you're more than welcome to. Take the number, write it down, 08459 455 555. Call me between 6 and 9 weekdays. Dennis in Dunstable did it, and he got a new friend out of it. Dennis in Dunstable, you joining me? Are you in? Are you in my campaign to get rid of road signs?
Put a big one up, don't drive.
Sorry?
Put a big sign up saying don't drive.
Yeah, no, I think you've misunderstood it. The campaign, Dennis, is to get rid of 50% of road signs.
Yeah, well, if you put that up, you get 50% of the drivers not doing in the first place.
I don't know. Again, you've misunderstood it, Dennis.
Yes. OK, carry on.
Yeah, I will. I don't want to get rid of the drivers necessarily.
No.
I want to get rid of the road signs.
Yeah, that's absolutely perfect.
So are you with me or against me?
I'm with you, and I don't drive anymore.
Why?
Because I'm too old.
You're 88, aren't you?
I am.
Good. People over 75 shouldn't drive.
Well, that was it. The car wasn't fast enough.
Huh?
It was too slow. It was a people's carrier. I wanted a Ferrari, but I couldn't afford it, so I had to give up driving.
Ashley Taylor Dawson.
Sorry?
Ashley Taylor Dawson.
Who the devil's that?
Patrick Robinson.
Never heard of him. Oh, wait, yeah, if you're talking about the people last night, yes, one or two of them I recognised, going back years, but yes.
What people last night?
The people who are going to come dancing.
OK. Julian MacDonald.
Julian MacDonald. Now, yeah, I've seen him somewhere. Is that the dark gentleman? Is that Coronation Street?
I think he may have been, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a black fella, yes. Ben Cohen.
No idea. Fullerton, yes.
Yes.
The young lady, she was in one of the 007 films.
She was in one of the 007 films.
Yeah, lovely young lady.
Oh, hang on a second. Colin in Dunstable. Morning, Colin.
Good morning.
Colin, you know who Ben Cohen is?
Yeah, rugby union player for England.
Oh, he's a rugby...
And Northampton.
Is he any good?
Yes, he was. I think he's retired now.
Ben, are you a fan of Strictly Come Dancing?
No.
Oh. You going to be watching it now that Ben Cohen's in it?
No.
My goodness.
I hate it. All those things I hate.
Oh, dear God.
Sorry about that, mate.
Well, it's all right. This is how I met my wife, was dancing. We've been dancing all our lives.
No, I've got 2 left feet.
Well, I had 4 left feet, but that was beside the point.
Yeah. And Fiona Fullerton I recognise. There's a few I recognise, but by name only.
Well, they put themselves up to make a fool of themselves if they can't dance. The best of luck, and they're very brave people. I wouldn't do it.
Well, I mean, look at what's her name? The MP.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, it's a laugh.
Well, that's as long as they're laughing. Why
that's it. If they want to do it, let them do it.
Yeah, they put themselves up to be knocked down when they're politicians anyway. So why not have a laugh at the same time?
That's right. I mean, there are people that have thought, well, I've got no chance at all, and have done quite well, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, Dennis, Colin, thank you so much for that contribution.
Can I just say one thing about road signs?
Are you joining my campaign to get rid of them?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Call 08459 455 555.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Seriously, next time I'm off, don't get Justin, don't get David Prever, get those 2 fellas in. I would pay top dollar to listen to them. Thank you very much, chaps. Monday's show was produced by Catherine Boyle, and our reporter was Kelly Betts. I know, what a shambles. What can I say? The cleaner was busy. Something happened to you this weekend, and I don't mean that thing. The other thing in the park.
Yeah, in the park. I went to the park with my mum, and it's not unusual these days to have to do a bit of a litter pick before you can wade through.
Parks are filthy these days.
And you know what? We're opposite a big supermarket.
Oh, jeez.
And the kids go in there on a Friday night and they fill their boots with all kinds of
goodies. You talk about values, right? You've got some rubbish, just put it in your pocket, put it in your bag, put it in a bin. I don't know, it's a bit old-fashioned, isn't it?
Especially if it's effectively a big bag of family-sized shopping, because they buy, I don't know, donuts and stuff. I don't know what these kids are eating. Anyway, so they're sitting in the park. I do know what they're eating, actually, because I'm picking up after them. Yeah. Bottles and bits and bobs.
Into the microphone, my love.
Anyway, so Mum does this litter pick. I was already in the supermarket. I come over. My mum's, pushing the kids on the swing and said it was worse than usual. So,
vodka bottles.
All sorts.
In my little playground, vodka bottles.
And also, who writes swear words on kids' playgrounds?
Oh,
man. It's just so horrible. And my little girl's starting to read, and I'm having some uncomfortable lies having to tell her about what things say.
Yeah.
You know? involving male chickens, etc. So she's swinging on the swings, and Mum said it was worse than usual, and she's fuming, actually, because it's not what you should... You go to the park, you shouldn't have to be doing the whole litter pick thing. Anyway, so she's done this.
We finish at 9 o'clock this morning. You know that, don't you?
She's done this. These girls pitch up after we've been there for about 15 minutes, and they've got their shopping, and they sit in a circle, and I'm talking about probably 13, 14-year-old girls. Very sort of nicely turned out, obviously, all text each other to meet up at the park.
I mean, I could ask JBS to start half an hour later.
And my mum sees one of them chuck her litter over her shoulder. She's talking probably about boys. Or maybe about an intellectual novel. No, probably about boys. So before...
In fact, JBS, don't bother coming in. I think we might go straight through to Nick Coffer today.
Mum says, I had enough of this. I'm going in. I said, Mum, leave it. She's already there, and she has a go. A polite go, but nevertheless, she was firm. She said, look, I don't think it's very fair that I have to come here and I have to do a litter pick before we start, because people come in and enjoy themselves and leave their stuff. So, girls, if you wouldn't mind, when you've finished eating your picnic, would you put it back in your bags and put it in the bin?
And they told her to jog on?
No, they said, sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so they come in with sort of side-swept hair and a cocky demeanour, but actually, when they were told or asked politely, they responded fine. But I don't know whether I would have dared wade in. I was standing well back. I felt a bit ashamed of myself afterwards, because I didn't stand next to my mum. I stood well back with the children.
You were Judas?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to turn your microphone off now. Thank you. So, would you have a go is the question, is it?
Would you have a go?
OK, let's go to Kelly Betts, who's out about. Morning, Kelly Betts.
Mum, look, I know it's not a real report. No, I know. It's just what I've been sent out to do. I know. I can't leave.
Kelly?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the radio now.
Oh, sorry. Mum, I've got to go. All right, love you. Bye. Sorry, hi Iain.
Hi Kelly,
hey.
Nice to talk to you.
Lovely to speak to you.
So, you've heard Catherine's story there.
Yeah.
Great. Felt like I was living it in real time.
Yeah, I know, I felt like I was there.
Yeah, yes. Would you ever have a go?
I would have a go.
We've been asking you to ask people today whether they have a go. What have they been saying?
Well, lots of blank looks, some people saying what, some people saying no, and one man saying Bedford. Have a listen. Hi, excuse me. I'm from Three Counties Radio, and we were asking this morning, would you have a go?
At what?
Would you?
No.
Hi, I'm from Three Counties Radio, and we were asking this morning, would you have a go?
I'm going to work.
You're going to work?
Yeah.
Would you have a go there?
Albert Road.
Bedford?
Yeah.
Brilliant, thanks. Would you have a go?
Have a go?
Yeah.
At?
Would you have a go?
A what?
Would you have a go?
Have a go at what?
Would you have a go?
A go at what?
You're at a bus stop this morning, would you have a go?
You've lost us completely.
I'm getting some blank faces, so would you have a go or not? Do you know?
Depends at what.
What about you?
Exactly the same question. Have a go at what?
Yeah. All right, thanks. Hi, I'm from Three Counties Radio. You're standing here cleaning windows. Yeah. I'm asking the very important question, would you have a go?
No.
Excellent, thank you very much. Hi, excuse me, I'm from Three Counties Radio. Asking the question this morning, would you have a go?
A go at what?
Would you?
A go at what?
But would you, if you had to?
But I don't know what I'm going for.
But if you had to, would you?
Well, I'm going to work now.
So disappointing reaction there, Kelly. Not many people, it seems, would have a go.
Is this real?
Sorry?
Is this real? Are we on air?
This is actually going out
Brilliant.
On the BBC.
Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, disappointing reaction. Not many people would have a go. Most people would say what?
Not as disappointing as me finding out Justin Dealey wasn't in this week. But
I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Soz.
You said a very kind thing when you came in this morning.
What was that?
You look really tired.
You do look a bit tired. You've got fluffy hair.
I've not put any product in. Shall I do my hair now?
What do you mean, do your hair now?
I'll put my product in now.
What? So while I sit here, you're going to be preening yourself? Oh, you have actually got a tub. What on earth is that in there? What is this stuff?
It's a funky shaper.
Good grief.
I'm about to put my hair into a
You put that into
shape.
your hair?
Well, what do you put? It looks like you use that kind of blue gel that people used to get in the 80s.
I don't use blue gel. Look at this stuff.
Look.
That must be ever so greasy. Does your wife ever run her fingers through your hair?
No, we've got 2 kids. None of that. None of that goes on.
She'd stick to you, wouldn't she? No, you can't.
Okay, let me get...
Oh, I can't believe you just wiped it on your jeans.
Or am I going to wipe it?
Oh, that is...
Do I look less tired now?
You do, actually.
Funky shape.
You can tell you spent years on the TV.
And more years off. Now, what have you... Let's get in there before somebody else does, shall we?
On Sunday...
Yeah.
I did something I haven't done for a very long time.
Oh, God.
I went down to my garage.
Oh, dear.
And I got my bike out. And I thought, I'm going to cycle to the supermarket.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting a little bit, getting a fat back.
Yes, you got that email.
And I thought, well, I'm going to get on my bike and I'm going to cycle. So I cycled there.
Yes.
It was a Sunday morning. It was quite nice.
Yes.
Unfortunately...
You noticed that David Lloyd, the police and crime commissioner, has turned up, and yet you're still banging on about this.
I know, my hair hasn't been greased down, for the day.
Do you want some product?
Well, it's very kind of you to
shaper?
offer. I know it's time I had my hair cut, but I'm going back into Hertfordshire to spend time in that great county. So,
OK, all right. All I'm saying is, JVS, is
I'll keep it brief.
Yeah.
Well, it was in Hertfordshire I was cycling, David, you'll be pleased to know.
Oh, I'm pleased to know that, yeah.
And I got off the bike, went to my supermarket shopping. I bought quite a lot, including a great big box of washing powder, which was difficult to carry on my handlebars.
I'm so sorry, David Lloyd.
I'll just be a sec. And when I got on my bike, flat tyre. Had to cycle back on a flat.
Really wasn't worth it.
Is it not one of my best?
Smell my fingers.
No, I don't want to smell your fingers. David, I'm leaving him to you.
The product smells
I'm delighted
nice.
to hear it. He hasn't shaken my hand.
No, don't shake my hand. Thank you very much. If you care, there's a video of me doing my hair live on air on Twitter, at BBC3CR. Dave's in Luton. Morning, Dave.
Good morning, Ian.
Yes.
These signs that's going up on the road all over the country.
Yes.
More and more and more and more. If you're a careful driver...
Yeah.
And you're more interested in driving and safety for your passengers and safety for anyone else...
Yes.
These signs don't apply to you that's going up, majority of them. They apply to the lunatics that think of going along the road. Oh, they've got the control of their car. They know everything. And next thing is they're in an accident. Majority of signs are for lunatics. They're not for you.
But if
although you look at them,
yes,
they're not for you.
If a lunatic were to see a sign, they just go, oh! Wouldn't they?
And they've got you and your passengers in their in danger.
So hang on a second. We've now got a scenario where me and my family have been kidnapped by a lunatic who's driving along at high speeds, ignoring road signs. How has this happened?
Well, I don't understand you. No, let me get in.
I would not let a lunatic take my car with me in it. I would say no.
Well, how do you know he's a lunatic?
Because I don't...
They can get in that car. They can be careful driver.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, bang, something goes wrong in their head, and off they go.
Wow.
You all hanging on for grim death.
Yeah. You've really summed up the mental illness there very well. Maybe there should be a sign saying no lunatics.
Well, but can somebody tell me, even you, along the road, there's a 12-inch or 10-inch by 10-inch
Where's this going?
sign.
Yes.
It's yellow.
Right.
It's got a black spot at the top.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got a triangle black at the bottom.
Oh.
Can anyone tell me what this sign is? Because I've looked up in the highway code and it's not there. I've asked even a police officer. Yeah. He ain't got a clue what it is.
Right, so describe it. Describe this sign.
It's about 10 inches by 10 inches.
So it's a square?
Square.
Yeah, OK, I'm drawing it here.
It's yellow.
Yep, yellow.
Yellow background.
Yep.
A big black spot on the top and a black triangle underneath.
Is it a triangle or a diamond?
Well, no, it's a triangle.
OK.
I put it as a triangle.
Well, OK, so it's got three sides.
Pardon?
It's got...
Yeah,
that's a triangle.
Points, yeah.
Well, hang on, stay there, Dave. Michael?
Yes?
Do you know what this sign is that Dave is describing?
I haven't got a clue.
Maybe Dave is one of those lunatics we've been hearing so much about this morning.
Come back, Justin.
You cheeky monkey. Dave, stay listening. We will see if we can find someone to identify that sign.
Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
Terry Durris, Cabinet Member for Highways and Transport and Herts County Council, has been... Terry, what are you doing coming back on?
Well, I thought I'd come back and give you the answer about these orange signs with the black diamonds. Just as a public service, you understand.
Look at you. You don't get any points for it, but I'm doing a little salute to you. What are they?
Well, basically, what they are is a diversionary route, so that if, for example, part of the A1M is closed for roadworks or something like that, then a message can come up on these very excellent signs, but saying, please follow Diamond, and that will actually take you via the Diamond route to avoid the roadworks on a motorway, and that's basically what they are.
Dave has called back on. Morning, Dave.
Hi, Ian.
Yeah. What's your problem now?
No, you called me back to say, was I satisfied with the answer?
Are you satisfied with the answer?
No, because there's no signs to say, there's no indicating to say to you, as a driver, what they actually are.
Are you really this dumb? Do I need
listen here, pal. Listen here, pal.
Yes, David, go on.
Yeah.
Do I need to tell you why you're being
where's my mate Justin?
He's on suspension. I mean, he's on holiday.
Listen, I've got 4 mirrors in my house.
Yeah.
I do look into my mirror.
Yeah. Dave,
a handsome bloke.
Yes.
Excuse me, yeah, go on.
Yes. Excuse me. Do you know why you're being really silly here?
No, because the thing is, you go along the A6, they're on the A6.
Yes.
And they've got no thing indicating that it's what that man said.
Okay, shall I tell you why
it's just an ordinary sign. Oh, go on.
Yeah, shall I tell you why you're being silly?
Right.
You've missed the start of the diversion. That sign isn't for you. If you'd been where the diversion was, you would have seen the sign saying, follow the yellow squares with the black triangle on it. So you're coming halfway along the diversion.
But you come on the radio today talking about signs.
But you'll do in a second, Sophie.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, okay. yeah.
You're talking about signs.
Yes.
I've just been brought up about a sign.
And I've told you what it means.
Well, you haven't. That man's just told me.
All right, we've told you what it means.
Right, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, cheerio, bye.
Cliff Richard, I apologise, Sir Cliff Richard is to release his 100th album. Man alive, he should have stopped at 70, shouldn't he? The majority of this podcast is all about Cliff, simply because you lot wanted to talk about it. Having a massive argument here at BBC Three Counties Towers. We're going to put up a question on Facebook about Cliff Richard. The arguments we're having about... I'm having... Producer Tara, bring your microphone closer to you, because we're discussing what the question should be, and I keep going... I don't really care. Just Producer Tara, what's your problem this morning?
Well, there could be loads of questions. He's almost producing his 100th album. It'll be out later on, very shortly this year.
Yes,
and there are so many questions with a career of such great longevity that we could pinpoint.
Give us the top 3 you've come up with so far. Because you've thrown about 20 at me during that whole Chet and Partak trailer, which I was trying to listen to. I missed it there. Are you bothered about Cliff? Do you like Sir Cliff? Is his new album going to be any good? I honestly,
they're all there.
Which one are you going to go with?
Do you think Cliff Richard's 100th album will be any good?
That's the worst one you came up with. Put it on the Facebook page, and we'll be surprised to find out what question my production team have gone with. You see, that's the kind of care and attention we put into our show here. Yeah. Chris is in Luton. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning.
Chris, are you a Cliff Richard fan?
Certainly am.
Oh.
Quickly, my 2 sons don't like him that much.
Oh.
My daughter can... See, I was going to see him touring with the Shads, but...
the Shads?
Yeah, he's touring with the Shadows,
the Shadows, yes.
But he's got his bus pass now, you know.
Oh, he's 72, isn't he?
I'm 68 and a bit and never been kissed.
Oh. You got 2 kids? Huh?
No, 3.
Oh,
5 grandchildren.
Please tell me that your 2 boys are called Cliff and indeed Richard.
No,
that would have taught them a lesson, wouldn't it?
Andrew and Jonathan.
Oh, named after the famous singer Andrew Jonathan, who's not releasing his 100th album.
And my daughter's Michelle Pfeiffer. I don't know.
Your daughter's Michelle Pfeiffer?
No, she's Michelle.
From the Beatles song Michelle.
And I've got 3 grandchildren.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. So what is it about Cliff Richard, Chris?
Well, you see, Espresso and Bongo Move It, was it his first hit, I do believe? Was it? In black and white? Hello?
Hello?
I think Move It was his first hit from Espresso Bongo, a black and white film, I do believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I had that.
Yes.
I saw the film, yeah. But, I mean, us guys went with the birds to the pictures. They loved Cliff Richard, the girls.
So you went because it got the girls feeling a little bit frisky?
Well, we're going down to these... There was a lot of courting done, and if Cliff was... I was taking a girl out and Cliff was on, we had to go.
Right, OK.
Whichever cinema.
That's ironic, isn't it? And you had a good... so you took him... You liked Cliff because you took the birds?
Well, no, I'm a singer, I play guitar.
Oh.
And,
you're a singer that plays guitar?
Yeah.
Any chance you could give us a little snatch of Cliff?
Well, I've got a reverb mic. Do you want me to set up and come back to you?
I do.
Yeah.
I really, really do, yes.
I've got an echo box and mic and reverb mic stand, electric acoustic.
That sounds... I don't know what you've said, but it sounds like a wonderful setup.
And 2 amplifiers. The only thing I haven't got, I took the lady this roadshow, I haven't got mixing desk.
No.
And the setup gear.
Don't you worry about that, Chris. How long will it take you to set up?
But you see, I'm on a pension credit. I'm not I'm not on benefit. I'm on an earned pension. So
good for you. So you can spend it on nonsense like that.
Yeah, they can touch my pension. I'm an invalidity benefit, but I'm not on any benefit. I've earned that.
We finish at 9 this morning. What time do you think you'll be ready, Chris?
Well, give me. Let me think. It's give me. I'll get over the paper. Give me 6:30. Yeah. No, sorry. What time are we on till?
9 o'clock, so any time before...
Give me 7 o'clock-ish.
All right, well, 7 o'clock is... We'll call you sometime just after 7, and we'll sort out a time for you to come on. How's about that?
I can sing, Cliff, but I'm not good on the guitar with Cliff.
OK, well,
it makes it... in your arms do you know, I told that lady, when he was in musical, he was backed by Norrie Paramar Orchestra.
Again, I'm lost. Chris, we'll speak to you in about an hour.
Okie-dokie.
Very quickly, what Cliff song would you like us to play?
I've been singing... that lady said Devil Woman.
Yeah.
And there's so many. There's one called When the Girl in Your Arms is the Girl in Your Heart. That's a colouring cinema one.
Yeah. How about Jeff in Heath and Reach has requested Carrie?
Yeah, Carrie doesn't live here anymore.
Should we have a little bit of Carrie?
Yeah, well, I've got rid of Carrie. She's gone.
Oh, good. Well, she don't live here anymore. Chris, absolutely bonkers and wonderful because of it. We'll speak to you in about an hour. Matt's in Luton. Morning, Matt.
Morning.
Matt, are you a fan of Cliff?
I'm not a fan of Cliff, but I respect him. I'm not a big fan of Cliff, but I respect him because I've grown up with Cliff Richards.
You grew up with him?
He was in the 60s and he was brilliant.
Are you related to him?
No.
Oh.
But I'm glad I'm not related to you the way you slag people like Cliff Richards.
Is Cliff Richard?
Cliff Richards, yeah.
Yeah.
Sir Cliff Richards.
Cliff Richard?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no S at the end.
Okay.
Why do you respect him?
Because he's done it all. He's been there, done it all.
He's not done everything.
One of the greatest British artists I've ever seen, and he's still there.
But he's rubbish, though, really, isn't he?
Well, if you say so.
Well, he is.
What do you know about music?
Well, I have a very varied and wide knowledge of music.
Well, I'm a Johnny Cash fan.
Oh, now you're talking, Matt.
Sorry, hang on a minute. He's the complete opposite of Cliff Richards.
Yes, no, he was a speed freak and he was a swearer and he was a cusser and he was brilliant.
He was a bit like me. He'd tell you how it is. And Cliff Richards been there every year, hits one after the other.
Yeah, but they've all been... A lot of them have been very tepid and insipid, haven't they?
Yeah, not really, no.
Well, yeah, they have. Millennium Prayer.
Any time he was on TV, he had a full... Everybody went to see Cliff Richards.
There's no S at the end.
I don't care what you say. You're trying to wind me up, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you...
Yes, you are. You love winding people up.
You are defending him.
You don't even realise what music is.
You're defending him, but you don't even know his name, Matt. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, God, you're sad, you are, Lee. I'd love to meet you, you know.
What, buy me lunch?
No, I'd probably sing you a Cliff Richard song.
Oh, no, please don't. And it's Cliff Richard. There's no S at the end.
All right, we'll take the S off.
Will you be buying his 100th album?
No. No, but I probably will listen to it. It'll probably be on Ken Bruce show, which is a great show.
A brilliant show, yes.
And he plays a variation of music, which we all want.
Yep. Okay.
We all can't listen to Johnny Cash. I love Johnny Cash.
Okay. Matt, I feel we're going round in circles. So, in conclusion, you agree with me that Cliff Richard is rubbish?
Yeah, don't slag something you don't know what you're talking about.
So, talk about something else now? No, a bit more of Cliff.
Sir Cliff, if you don't mind.
I beg your pudding. Are you a fan of Sir Cliff?
No, I would, in a sense I am, but he's a load of rubbish singing live.
So hang on 1 second. In a sense you are a fan of Sir Cliff,
yeah,
but he's rubbish.
No, I do like some of his records of the past, not now, but he's a load of rubbish live. But I know I met him many years ago in Watford, and we even went up to him and told him he was a load of rubbish.
Oh, no.
And we told him he wouldn't be known if it wasn't for the Shadows.
Oh,
the Shadows made Cliff.
You're like the people that still come up to me saying you're nothing without Ali G. Why would you go up and say that to a man that he's no good at his job?
Because
just let him be.
No, if you heard him that night in Watford,
many years ago.
Yeah.
He was absolutely rubbish. And the only people that made him that night was the Shadows.
So this must have been... Well, this is like 50, 60 years ago, then?
You cheek.
Well, when was it?
You're barred from my phone. No, it's all about... well, yeah, end of the 60s, early 70s.
OK, so about 45 years ago.
Well, yeah, all right.
Oh, all right, calm down, Dave. Back away. Put the glass down, Dave. Put the glass down. We don't want any trouble here. He's not worth it, Dave.
No, I know, because you keep on barring me on the radio, but you let me on.
Oh, were you the fella that I bar?
Well, you tried to before you went on holiday.
You're banned again. How does he keep sneaking through the banned net? Thank you for reminding me, Dave. I should let you off the banning because of that, but I'm not. You're banned. He's banned for the rest of the year. Don't want Dave on. How does he sneak through? I'm sure we've got a tight computer security system that should alert us the moment the banned callers, such as Dave, phone up. Do not allow Dave on. I know what you're all waiting for. You want to hear Chris sing, don't you? We got Chris. Chris, you spoke to you at 6:20. You were going out to the papers, then we couldn't get hold of you again. What happened?
Well, the co-op didn't have any. He had to go to a different paper shop in the square.
Oh, blimey. What paper do you take, Chris?
The Sun for the horses, mainly, but my son doesn't like the Sun. He says it's... but I think there's a lot of hype with the Sun. They truck off arguments that don't need talking about.
Well, you say they truck off arguments that don't need talking about. The front page of the Sun today, Squaddy becomes Muslim woman. Ex-territorial army private has gone from a gun-toting male soldier to Britain's first transgender Muslim woman. Front page, really?
Well, I might go for that one then.
OK, I don't know if it's an option. So, Chris, you teased us with, he said, trying to rein it back in before everybody got in trouble. Yeah. You teased us at 6:20 with, you had a very intricate musical setup.
Yeah, but, see, I've been a roadie, and I had a day centre to do, and this lady was singing, what was it called, Last Strike something, and she's given me a mobile number. But she's got the roadies and the computer and the mixing desk, so...
Nuts. OK.
We might... See, I'm on a pension, I'm not on benefit, so...
OK, that's...
I do it because I like it, that's the main thing.
Well, that's why people should play music, because they like it.
Yeah.
So have you just got a guitar, then, for us this morning?
I've got the acoustic set up, the electric might get feedback.
OK, beautiful. And you're going to play us...
I'll tell you what I'm going to play... When the girl in your arms, the girl in your heart. I think it came from Summer Holiday.
OK, fantastic.
And that guy, he was backed by Paramore, an orchestra, not the Shadows. That's when he first started, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Dave's banned anyway, so let's not even discuss. Let's not give him the light of publicity.
Don't look it till you've tried it, innit? Can he play guitar, this bloke? Anyway, no. So I can do it. I don't read music.
No.
I can play, quite a good repertoire by ear, the Kinks, but it's a crude setup. I've dubbed myself a Waterloo Sunset on a tape deck. It's a bit crude, but it comes out.
I would pay top dollar to hear that one day, mate. Maybe you could send that in to us, but you've got to play Cliff...
I sent it to my son in the army.
Oh, well, we wouldn't have got it.
No, but I can do another one, and I've got another setup.
Well, Chris, you're going to play Cliff Richard. You're going to play... What's the name of the song?
It's called When the Girl in Your Arms is the Girl in Your Heart.
Wonderful.
So the girls in the pictures... See, Cliff Richard was the mum's dream boyfriend, wasn't he?
Yes.
His name was Harry Webb.
Yeah.
And he was the boy next door, the clean-cut image that every mum wanted her daughter to marry.
Well, he still is, in many ways.
Yeah. I don't want to marry him.
No.
I wouldn't mind to go to his gaff in Barbados.
I wouldn't mind a bit of that. Now, you're going to play a song for us. What's the song called, Chris?
It's called When the Girl in Your Arms is a Girl in Your Heart.
Away you go.
You know you have to have a written invitation to go in there.
What, into his house?
Yeah, in Barbados.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's got a security gate and...
You would think so.
Because there's,
Anyway, Chris.
Yeah.
You're going to sing for us. What's the title of the song?
Well, a lot of people know me brand new, and
okay.
It's called When the Girl in Your Arms is a Girl. In other words, the girl you love.
Chris, take it away. Over to you, Chris.
Okay.
Here we go. Listen to BBC Three Counties Radio. Chris is going to play us a Cliff Richard song.
I'll be there.
OK, where is his guitar?
I'll put the mic on.
Oh, he's going to put the mic on. He's going to put a mic on. Very professional.
Hello?
Hello? Chris?
Hello, I'm there.
We can't hear you very well, Chris. Where have you gone?
I'm here.
Have you fallen down a hole?
You can't hear me?
I can just about hear you. Yes.
I don't whack the volume up anymore.
I guess we're going to have to do this then.
What's that?
Sorry?
Try and do a quick one and see how it goes.
Away you go. Come back to the phone, Chris.
Huh?
Come back to the phone.
Yeah, I will do.
Good lad.
I will do.
That was... Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
That was very enthusiastic. You're very keen, aren't you?
Yeah, but I don't practice enough.
No. Well, no, you practice when you can. That was great.
Can I just say something briefly about my history? No, is it on air, is it?
We're on air now, yes.
Well, I better not say that then.
Probably, this whole conversation's been on air.
Yeah, but I will give you my mobile number sometime and we'll truckle from there.
Chris, listen.
In other words, when you're down and out and you're depressed, music can fire you up.
Music is the doctor, makes you feel like you oughta. That's according to the Doobie Brothers.
Saying if music be the food of love, play on.
Yep, there is.
Is that Shakespeare?
I think it is Shakespeare. Look at you with your Shakespeare. You are raising the intelligent quotient of this show tenfold, Chris.
I can't believe they stopped taking the kids to school as I was singing. Was that a bit hypey, that one, was it?
It was a little bit hypey, but
yeah,
people...
but you have to do that, Governor. You have to get...
That's the business.
See, a lot of people know me around here, my past, which I can't dive...
No.
I'm in council combination through a reason.
OK, well, Chris, listen...
I've got a lovely family.
Good for you. Chris, I'm going to have to stop you there because we're running out of time.
Yeah, OK.
You've been a cracking sport this morning, Chris.
This unemployment thing is a bone of contention with me.
I know it is. We haven't got time to talk about that. But
OK,
but Chris,
a lot of old guys...
yes. Chris, I just want to say you've been a really good sport this morning. Thank you so much for calling back.
Did you hear that? So I don't wake it up too early this time.
Don't want to wake the neighbours up.
I think it's about... I think after 7 they have to make a complaint anyway.
Exactly. He's a talker, isn't he? Surely we can talk about something else other than Cliff Richard now, can't we? No? OK. Our reporter, Sophie Solari, has been out asking what you think. Sophie, I don't know a lot about your musical taste. Do you like Cliff Richard?
No.
Oh.
Do you?
I like 5 songs.
What's your top one?
In the Country.
What's that one then?
Ba 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 ba. When the world in which you live in gets a bit too tough to bear, and then no one found you, there's someone there. You're gonna find me out in the country. Yeah, you're gonna find me out in the country. That one.
I hate that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's my number 1.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
You've been out talking to people. What have people been saying about Cliff Richard?
People don't care. People really don't care. He's back. Have a listen.
So, are you excited that he is releasing his 100th album in November?
Not particularly, no.
Right. So you're not pre-ordering that then?
No, definitely not.
We're all going on a summer holiday. That doesn't brighten your day?
No. Cliff Richard?
Yeah, Cliff Richard, sir. You're excited, aren't you?
Not really, no.
I don't know Cliff Richard.
You don't know who Cliff Richard is?
No. Any clue, any songs, any...
Summer Holiday?
No.
What about Christmas time, mistletoe and wine?
No.
We're all going on a summer holiday.
Ah, okay.
Which one's your favourite?
The ones in the film he made. Summer. What is it called, that film? Summer Holiday.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I tell you someone's coming back in November, pop star legend,
right,
he's releasing the fabulous rock and roll songbook. Who do you think this is?
No idea.
Prepare yourself. Cliff Richard.
Really?
Well, there you go. No, apathy. Met with abject apathy.
Nobody cares. out here.
This is Iain Lee, interrupting this Cliffcast to play you this.
Get the latest news and sport online at bbc.co.uk/3 counties.
Are you a fan of... hang on, let me go again. Do the last bit again.
3 counties.
You have longer. I need longer run-up.
.uk/3 counties.
Go back a bit. Just go back quite a bit.
Get the latest news and sport online at bbc.co.uk/3 counties.
So, Catherine, are you a fan of Cliff Richard?
I like Wired for Sound.
Thanks very much. I like things to be professional, and I just don't think my first stab at that was going to be professional. I had to, you've got standards, BBC Three Counties listeners. You've got standards. I mean, not particularly high standards. You're listening to this. Definitely worth it. But now, back to Cliff. Joan, are you really in Australia?
Oh, yes.
Well, good day to you, mate.
Good day.
Good day, you flaming galah. Are you a Cliff Richard fan?
Oh, yes. Always have been.
Why?
I went to see him just before I left England.
Yes.
I went to his concert there, and then I've been to the ones over here.
OK, so you're a huge fan of Cliff Richard. What is it about him that's so special?
I don't know. He always seems squeaky clean. He's just really easy to listen to. I don't know. He's the only one I've ever bothered about.
We were tipped off that you were a big Cliff Richard fan, because you used to live in Stevenage, didn't you?
Yes.
We were tipped off by your sister, Pat, who's also in Stevenage. Pat got in touch and said, you've got to phone my sister Joan in Australia. She's the biggest Cliff Richard fan in the world. And is Pat right about that?
Oh, yeah. Well, we think so.
OK.
Because when the last time we went, we went back to the by the stage door, and we're standing there.
Groupies.
Now, we were, like, I'm 75 now, so, you're sort of the oldest around.
The oldest swingers in town, Joan.
Yeah,
hey, why haven't you spoken to Pat since Christmas? Have you had an argument, you two?
No, I phoned a couple of times, but they're out.
Oh, and
then I just leave messages.
And Pat's not phoned you back?
Eh?
Pat's not bothered to phone you back?
Oh, yes, she does every now and again.
Pat, why haven't you phoned your sister back in Australia?
Well, first of all, I'll say good morning, all. Joan is my sister-in-law.
Oh,
that's right.
That's why you've not called her.
My husband, Brian, is Joan's brother.
That's it.
The last time we heard Joan, after Brian's birthday in June, we came in and there was a message of Joan singing down the phone.
That's
happy birthday.
And I'm definitely not the best singer.
No, not really. Anyhow, Cliff Richard is not my number one love of music.
No.
But, I know Joan is.
Oh, yes. No, I've always followed him.
How are you? It's cold over there at the moment, isn't it?
No, it's beautiful.
Oh.
It's 26 today, and we're only on the third day of spring.
I see. It's going to be 29 in Stevenage, which is quite a good number for early September.
Yeah, but you're going into winter. We're going into summer.
That's true. Anyway, don't forget my birthday card for the 14th of Sept.
I know. I've already got it arranged.
I think we better go. We're costing the BBC a fortune.
All right. Thank you very much.
I don't know.
And hi to everybody.
Where's the presenter gone? We're taking over his programme. I think he's been really winding people up this morning about Cliff Richard.
Because what's the deal on that? What is he? Is this his?
Well, he's going to release an LP or his 100th LP or something like that.
Oh, right.
And, so I'm going to start collecting them. They should be worth a fortune.
I've got quite a few.
Oh, keep hold of them.
That's it.
Anyway, love to you all.
You same here.
Righto, Joan.
Right, thank you.
Righto.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Earlier this week, 41-year-old Shahidul Ahmed was sentenced at Luton Crown Court and convicted for the murder of Rachel Manning. Well, the murder took place 13 years ago, and Rachel's boyfriend, Barry White, spent 6 years in prison for her murder, and his friend, Keith Hyatt, served 3 years for conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. Both gentlemen were, of course, completely innocent. Earlier this week, I spoke to Keith about the effect it had had on his life.
Your whole world just implodes. I mean, everything you've believed in just goes. I mean, it's difficult to put into words.
And Rachel was a friend of yours, is that right?
That's right, yep.
So, not only have you lost a friend in horrific circumstances, you're now being implicated in that murder.
That's right, that's correct, yep.
Did you think this is all... It must have felt like some weird dream, that at some point... Someone's going to go, hang on a second, of course we've got the wrong person. Keith, go on, we're sorry, away you go. But that just didn't happen, did it?
No, that's right the way through. Even when we were convicted and put into prison, we both kept thinking, at some point, someone's going to open that door and say, sorry, it's all been a terrible mistake, you can go home. But that didn't happen.
That first day when you got sentenced and you went to prison... and that door slams behind you, or you get put in your cell.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind?
It was just so surreal. It's difficult. Again, it's difficult to put into words. It's just you're just thinking to yourself, this has got to be wrong. There's something wrong here. I've done nothing wrong, and yet why is this happening to me?
And of course, as we know, everyone in prison is innocent. I didn't do it, Gov. They got the wrong bloke.
Yeah.
What was it like hanging out with other prisoners, with other murderers, with criminals like that? It must have been terrifying.
It certainly was for the first 3-4 months until you get used to prison, really. You tend to sort of have to reinvent yourself a little bit. And because you're there on your own, there's no one else behind, there's no one else looking out for you. So... yeah, it's quite a scary place.
How did it come about you getting your conviction overturned?
Well, that was my father, because virtually from day one, my father got on to the BBC and spoke to Rough Justice. And I think he sort of phoned a few times. And fortunately, Louise Shorter, who was the producer at the time, agreed to take on the case. And then Mark Daly came in, who then investigated the case, and that's how we got our appeal. I mean, it's a long time. This is not quick, but without their help, Barry would still be in prison because the sums of money you're talking about to get an appeal is astronomical.
It's taken a long time for Mr. Ahmed to be convicted. Were there some people who still thought that, you were guilty? You and Barry be walking down the street and they'd be, nudging each other, going, "Those two got off light."
Probably people who didn't know us may have been thinking that. But I mean, I've certainly been lucky that I've got a good family and all my friends. They all knew that I had nothing to do with this, and they've all been very supportive, as well as my MP Iain Stewart being absolutely brilliant and supported us right from the beginning.
And did your family believe your innocence all the way through, or do you think that even they were at some point going, well, maybe he was involved?
No point did they ever think I did this. No.
And your dad, I know your dad passed away recently, and I'm sorry to hear that. It's always a great loss when when a boy's dad goes. But he was a great support, was he, throughout all of this? He was.
It was just sad that he couldn't just be around to hear the verdict. But I'm sure somewhere he knows.
And does it feel like a full stop when the verdict was passed yesterday? Did you feel like that's it? You can kind of move on and get on with your life now?
Yeah, I think so. It was like putting the last page in the book and closing the book, and then putting it away, and then just start a new book, get a new life sort of started, and just rebuild your life a bit. Obviously, my priority is going to be looking after my mother. So
she must be really relieved.
She is. Yep, she was absolutely over the moon. She was.
Well, dear listener, because of the unique way the BBC is funded, you have paid 43 minutes' worth of wages to a young lady who hasn't bothered to come in on time. Kelly Betts, thank you so much for joining me at work.
It happens to everyone. You've been late. Everyone's been late.
When have I been late?
I don't know, but you've been late and then you just went back home.
Well, I
you
didn't...
pulled over in a lay-by and said, I'm late, and then you made up some excuse about having a headache and then you went back home.
No, I
could have done that and not come in.
Yes, and I would have respected you more had you not bothered to come in. The fact that you...
Is it still too late to do that?
Yes. So what's your excuse?
I didn't hear my alarms.
Your alarms?
Yeah.
How many alarms have you got?
6.
You've got 6 alarms?
Yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah. They start at 4 and they end at 4:50.
How can you have... I've in the past, I've had 2 alarms, one next to me and one on the other side of the room, so I have to go and... but you have 6?
Yeah.
Are they all... What are they? Are they ringing alarms? Are they digital? Beep, 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 beep? Are they radio?
I think one's like a dog, a barking dog. One's like a bit of a song. Some of them are alarm, like beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
So I can bring it, I can play it.
No. And you slept through all 6?
Yeah.
That's not even possible.
Well, it happened. This morning is proof that it's possible.
Okay, well, would you mind going out, I don't know, maybe doing a little bit of work?
The thing is...
No.
What?
The thing is, go out, ask people about whether they'd report things to the crime, and also ask people whether it's time...
Report things to the crime?
To the police. Don't start, girl. And also, ask them if it's time we left Princess Diana alone.
OK.
Off you go. Oh, do you want to say sorry to the listener as well?
Sorry. Oh, can I tell you something really quickly? I had a dream that I was already at work, and I had a dream that I met Stephen Dunstable.
OK, off you go.
It was interesting.
Can I only apologise, dear listener? It's shocking, isn't it? Shocking. Sandra says, I normally like it a bit greener, but that's just me. April says, yup, perfect. Darren, it's a little bit green at one end, but that wouldn't stop any other animal from eating it. And Anne-Marie, thank you at last. I'm with Iain on this one. It's not edible until it started getting a few brown spots on it. Also, I'm glad you don't like oranges either. I can't stand them. Judy, what's your take on bananas, please?
My take is greener and harder and longer, the better.
Bananas, yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Steady.
That's what we're talking about.
I certainly hope so, for my career's sake. Really? How can you like a green, hard banana?
Well, the trouble is, as you say, when they're ripe for only a split second. So you go to work in the morning and they're green, and you come back and they're all brown and mushy and horrible.
Yeah, you're right.
So you might as well eat them green, because when they're brown and mushy, you cannot eat them. They're horrible.
I know there are starving children all around the world, but I have thrown bananas away because I've opened them. I've opened them too early. I've had a bite and gone, oh no, I can't eat this.
Well, you can make a nice banana cake with them, or a banana milkshake.
Oh, but even I tell you the thing I don't like about bananas. What's with all that stringy stuff? You know, the strings you get. What's that all about?
I don't know. It's horrible.
It is horrible.
You peel them off.
Yes.
And then eat your banana.
Well, I know.
Nice and hard.
Judy.
Yes.
Judy. What film is that from? Why am I saying that? Judy.
No, that's a misquote. He never said that.
Oh, what did he say? Is this Cary Grant?
Yeah.
What did he say then?
He just said Judy.
Then why does everyone go Judy?
It's a misquote.
It's not a bad impression though, is it?
Well.
Judy, you're so not. Judy. Thank you very much indeed. Where the heck have you been?
Oh, hiya.
So you were late. We should really be having this off air, but I'm genuinely angry.
Go then.
You were 45 minutes late for work this morning. We're supposed to, as soon as I was finished talking to that fella about guide dogs, and it was a cracking interview, you probably didn't hear it, was like a boom. Now that's done guide dogs, we're going to Kelly Betts. You're late to present the bit about being late.
It's just one of those days. It happens. Soz.
You've been out talking to people about being late, have you?
I have, and they all agree that it happens, so get off your high horse and come and join us. So I was 45 minutes late for work this morning.
Right.
It happens to everyone, doesn't it? Have you ever been late for work?
Yes.
And what was your excuse?
I'll just tell the truth.
What was the reason?
I woke up late. My alarm goes off and I turn it off, put it on snooze.
So you slept through your alarms?
Yeah.
That's what happened to me.
Right.
It happens, doesn't it?
It does happen, yeah.
How many minutes late were you?
About half an hour last Saturday. I work all day on a Saturday, so it's hard.
Have you ever been late to work?
Yeah.
And how many minutes late were you?
Like 1 hour.
1 hour?
Yeah. I woke up late because I was too tired the day before.
And what did you say to your boss when you got in?
I woke up late. Sorry, I'm late.
Was that okay?
Well, because it was my first time, that's why. They just let me off.
I was 45 minutes late for work this morning. Don't tell my mum. Have you ever been late for work?
I'm late now.
Oh, you're late now. How many minutes are you late?
15.
And what's your excuse?
Looking at myself in the mirror, I suppose.
You're looking at yourself in the mirror. It made you 15 minutes late.
Take extra long to get ready.
I'll let you get on then. Thank you. See, it happens. That guy's late for work right now. Have you ever been late for work?
I have, yeah.
What was the latest that you were late for work?
3 hours.
3 hours? What happened?
Got stuck on the motorway. If I'm honest, I think I've been late once in the last 6 years to work.
Conclusion? It happens.
So those are your kind of people, lazy people. I don't know how...
Oh, that last guy's been late once in 6 years.
OK, well, he did well. Well, I've never been late for this job.
So, this is what happened. You were late, you rang up, you said, I'm late, and then you rang up again and said, oh, I've got a bit of a headache, I'm not actually going to come in. Basically, you were late, and then you didn't come in. That's worse.
I've got a neurological condition.
Yeah.
I suffered from a migraine. I was in a lay-by in Langley, heaving up my insides.
Tell it to someone who cares.
That's it, that's your lot. Don't forget you can listen live weekdays between 6 and 9 on BBC Three Counties Radio. If you want to listen to the full shows at a different time, well, you're a weirdo, but you can do by going to the BBC iPlayer. If you want to send me an email, ian.lee@bbc.co.uk. That's it, that's your lot. Ta-ta.
Thanks for listening to this free download from BBC Three Counties Radio, your local radio station for beds, hearts and bucks, on FM, AM, digital radio, and online at bbc.co.uk/3counties.